You come at Guth...
And you, Soma.
No, we took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in...
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers, men whose words are only shadows of their faults.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milksack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred. Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon fire!
We have a truce!
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
Hand to your hound!
Leave nothing standing!
You won't burn Wareham, scum! Lord Jesus Christ! Help me! Use them!
Let vengeance steer your swords!
Against the filthy heathen threat!
Your godson has forsaken
traitorous scum!
Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
Will pay! We have this! Going to get worse! Try the
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men!
good edge on you! You're mine! Focus, we have this! With me, brother!
Saxons ahead!
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road.
Come on, men, move! Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving. More Saxons! Draw your weapons!
The ruins are close! Keep moving!
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker!
God won't let us lose. Take you!
We can rest here a moment. Now,
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength.
fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in...
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham...
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they headed?
A place further ahead through this forest. They
Soma, right?
I will.
gather... I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become...
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hand.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Uba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred. Pound his heels. Revenge.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We are... A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
Turn my words against me now,
my eyes.
Wolf-Kissed.
I took them to heart in my darkest times, my friend.
And
This
Sigurd?
place is heavily
He
guarded.
is back with you?
I brought the stories along for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him.
I have come to understand the trials of leadership, Guth.
Die! This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
I have come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is...
Longer.
Give up!
Guthrum,
I told you, Guthrum.
Guthrum.
Don't get it away from me! God damn this sinner!
Skittering away! There! Bleeding dunghill!
I told you, Guthrum.
Guthrum, some of your men. It's hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly, so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow your lead. Do you think he kept his word? He swore he would not kill them.
I cannot say for certain. Just hope we find them soon.
There's a camp set up north by Chippenham. Go there.
As long as I can cut some Saxons down, I don't care where we face them.
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
My thanks. Gods favor you.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You'll have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here, to our camp near Chippenham.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great deed here. Their families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away. We're safe here. Let us speak. You should join
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives. A changed man.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Sometimes
We must believe our way of life will survive.
Yes, yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste. Now, this one begins.
The Nornir told me you'd be here. The cord is forged. Gleipnir, I call it. I'll wager there's a good story behind that wound.
A tale for another time. Thank you for this.
When you bind the beast, spare no loose ends. The cord will stretch or shrink to fit your needs.
How tightly will it hold? The beast may resist.
The more you tighten the cord, the stronger it will hold and the greater it will hurt, till the beast is rooted to the ground.
Thank you, Ivaldi. You may go.
Back to my forge?
Yes, until your debt to me is paid in full. It was the dwarves who made the world a trading post.
At least we trading goods, not people, slave master. I'll be glad to be back on the ground, away from these angry skies.
Tyr, are you near?
Javi, you're a balm to my eyes. What happened to yours?
A sacrifice for something greater. Is the wolf nearby?
Yes, but he's grown. I have kept him company, but he's consumed by a sadness I cannot...
Regrettable, but necessary. I knew from the start this wolf brought ill tidings.
From the start it was a kind creature. But our mistrust and cruelty have robbed the...
Would it be a kindness to kill it then?
We are past the time for such mercy. This wolf has power now that would test our strengths combined. I fear he is possessed of a power that renders him ever-living.
Then we will offer him a different fate. This cord is unbreakable. You must convince him to wear it. It will act as a leash, whose magic will signal that he's safely secured. An assurance to a beacon. That is all. No harm.
Fenrir, yes. You know the creature's name?
He did. It's a fine name.
Yes. Dweller of the Fen. Fenrir! A good word has come!
Leave me.
I wish you well, Great Wolf. But a fear still hangs over Asgard. The Aesir worry about your growing size and strength.
Do they now? And what do they have to be afraid of? Old friend.
Javi brings a collar fashioned by the dwarves. A beacon, that we may track from a distance to know where you roam. Wear this, and you may live and thrive in Asgard, without worry.
I smell something sour.
Wear the collar, or return to Jotunheimer. There's no third way.
Son of Loki, have I not treated you with kindness? We are bonded, you and I. And as I trust my king, so you may trust me. Open your mouth. As a pledge of faith, you may take my hand if I am untrue.
Fair.
Be swift, Javi.
It burns.
Javi?
Lies.
Unbind him!
Javi! Here you stay! Fen Dweller!
Here you die. Deceiver. age of storms, an age of war.
Where did you hear these words of prophecy?
Comes the second great sorrow, when the army has to fight.
How do you know these things?
This is the tale I tell myself, each night in the cold and dark, before I sleep and dream of tasting your flesh.
could not strike the killing blow. All my oaths remain unbroken.
Anyone lesser would have succumbed to his hatred.
If I could have done this any other way.
There was no other way, Harvey. Our fates are fixed.
Fate or no, you made a great sacrifice on my behalf.
It was not for you.
Do not think your kindness has made you a new friend, Lord of Imbeciles. I will kill you, all of you, gorging on Aesir flesh.
You may strike the final blow, son of Loki, but I will savor my years of freedom before we meet again. Come, old friend. The healing hands of Freya can help you. Have you come to say what I fear?
Not to say,
but to show. A vision of the times to come.
None living or dead now equal our heavy in arrogance. To believe that you could remake your fate thus.
For all your efforts, for all your struggles, the threads of fate still bind you as tightly as ever. And yet, from this pattern, a single strand escapes the fray, and stubbornly clings to the weave. Aesir, Vanir, your doom will come. The earth will shake, the sun will die. Jötnar will stalk your streets as fire rains upon your heads. And the great wolf Fenrir will feast upon your blood. But you have found a way to live beyond this terror.
Let it flow.
To cheat your death.
From the life tree we go. To the life tree we shall one day return.
Mind and spirit will surge to a time far beyond your own. To a time in which you shall be reborn.
None may follow. Loki leads the ball. It is done. Time to face our end.
This was not my day to die.